Lululemon has edged up today, but this week it hit a 4-year low. It's just pulling these breeze-through leggings out of stores after poor customer feedback and scathing social media reviews. Our guest says, yep, competition is increasing, store growth in North America is slowing, but he thinks Lulu is now undervalued. We're joined by David Swartz, Senior Equity Analyst for Consumer Equity Research at Morningstar. Thanks very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Give us your reaction, though, to Lulu pulling these breeze-through products. It does look like a setback.
Yeah, it does. And it's certainly unusual for Lululemon because the company historically puts out products that sell out very quickly. Mm-hmm. And so for it to admit that maybe these products were not that well received by consumers is a bit of a setback. However, Lululemon has just made changes in its product development team. Its chief product officer left a couple months ago, actually, to join Gap and actually to join VF to run Vans. Oh. And so there are new products that are coming both later this year and then next year under the new product development team.
They have been offering apparently more discounts than normal, and in the past that's been an attraction of Lulu. They haven't been forced to cut prices. Does that worry you?
It's a bit of a concern, yes, but the whole sportswear industry this year has slowed down. I mean, we've seen pretty dismal results from some of Lululemon's competitors, certainly numbers that are much worse than Lululemon's, including Nike, which had no growth in its last fiscal year and is forecast negative mid-single-digit sales growth for its current fiscal year. And then some others in the industry have also given some pretty poor reports. So sportswear in general has slowed down, I think, from the peak. A lot of companies would still love to have the kind of sales numbers that Lululemon posts. But it is clear that there are some inventory issues at Lululemon right now. That has happened before at times. It's not the first time. It's just something that happens in this industry commonly. Mm-hmm. And so right now we do see more Lululemon product being discounted online.
Apparently they're doing more TV ads. I don't recall myself seeing TV ads for Lulu, but they are spending in that area.
Yeah, traditionally, Lululemon has never needed to do a lot of TV advertising, a lot of the kind of advertising that its competitors like Nike and Adidas commonly do. But we are seeing more TV ads from Lululemon, primarily in the men's side for the men's pants, which is more of a emerging growth category for the company rather than being well established. And so I think that Lululemon is responding to some of the competition that is out there. Vuori, for example, does significant amount of TV advertising. Also, Athleta and some others have stepped that up as well. So I do think that Lululemon is going to have to increase traditional advertising a little bit, but it's still not a major part of the business.
And you reckon that there was a time when Lululemon was overvalued, but it's potentially a decent buy right now?
Yeah, I do. At one time, Lululemon was trading as high as 60 times earnings, and pretty much most of the sell-side analysts had the equivalent of buy ratings on the stock at the time. And at that time, I thought it was way overvalued, and my fair value estimate was far below the peak levels. Now, with the stock down so much, just since the beginning of the year, this really total collapse in the stock price, to be honest, I think it's undervalued. And I think that this is an opportunity to buy it for long-term investors. These opportunities don't come around that often at Lululemon because this traditionally has been an overvalued stock most of the time compared to most others. My fair value estimate is just under $300 a share US. So it's not trading at a huge discount to that price, but certainly more than it traditionally does. And if it can get back to typical Lululemon type valuations, I think the stock could be way undervalued at the current price.
We're going to be having a look at Olympic outfits in a minute, but Lululemon, of course, outfitting the Canadian team. And you think that's a promotional bonus in itself? Yeah,
I do. It's certainly millions of people in Canada and, of course, billions worldwide will be watching the opening ceremonies. And so, I think that's great publicity for the company. We've seen Ralph Lauren has supplied the uniforms for the U.S. team for many years, and it's been very successful. Lululemon just started doing it in the 2022 games, and the Summer Olympics are going to be much higher profile. So I think it is a benefit. Presumably, people will like the uniforms. It does depend somewhat on the reaction, but it's definitely great exposure for the company.
I know BBC on their website had 9 of the most stylish kits at the Olympics, and they had Lululemon as number 1 and 2. So they may have scored a hit with that one. I know these things are always very hard to measure, but apparently that whole athleisure or going around in athletic apparel, that is cooling off. People are being a bit more dressy now.
Yeah, it has cooled off. It really reached peak levels maybe about 2021 during the height of the pandemic, and things have changed. People have gone back to more normal ways of dressing now that most people are going back to work and school on a regular basis, and maybe not wearing leggings and sweats and other athleisure as often. We have seen a number of companies in this industry that have performed much worse than Lululemon. Their sales have dropped pretty dramatically, Vans being one of them. And so that is a problem for Lululemon, but Lululemon has branched out into other areas with footwear and men's. Lululemon is selling more bottoms that aren't just the tightest leggings, but more open bottom pants. And so, this is a company that has diversified, and now it's a $10 billion a year sales company. Right. It's not as dependent on just a couple of categories as it was in past years.
Yeah, but I remember they have had controversies in the past. They had those see-through pants, I think, quite a few years ago, and they got past that. How are they doing in China? Are they seen as a prestige brand there?
Yeah, definitely. Lululemon's margins in China are as high as they are in North America. And from what I hear from people in China, it is perceived as a premium brand. The awareness of the brand is low because Lululemon has just over 100 stores in the country, which is a small number in a country the size of China. So a lot of people don't know the brand yet, but it does seem like where it is known, it is growing rapidly, and it is a premium brand. The potential there is great. Nike and Adidas have thousands of franchise stores in China. So compared to Lululemon, they are many years ahead, but it shows that Lululemon has a great runway in front of it in China for potential growth as the sportswear market there continues to grow